Moving forward, we are now ready to dive into an exciting topic that showcases the future of AI in action. Our next speaker is Murari Ramuka, who will be presenting on agentic workflows, future of Gen AI. Murari, a generative AI specialist at Google, brings a wealth of experience in AI, having worked on modern data platforms and led Google Cloud data strategies at companies like Microsoft, KPMG, and HSBC. He is a prominent speaker with more than 200 plus events experience. He is also the author of a book on data analytics with Google Cloud Platform and a mentor in the Mentor for Change program by Niti Aayog. In this session, Murari will guide us through the concept of agentic workflows. Sounds interesting, right? So let's give a warm welcome to Murari Ramuka.
There is some drone work going on. So let's wait till drone do the AI work. I'm not sure how AI is enabled there. But I think with power of AI, definitely we can try to find out that how many people are there, who are here, who have said to the parent that I'm going to attend this event and maybe at some mall or something like that. Right? So let's see what is the output which we get from this drone. Cool. So thanks a lot everyone for joining me here. My name is Murari Ramuka and I'm a generative AI specialist as part of Google Cloud Platform. Have been to this event multiple times and I always enjoy being with you. I think you must have seen me across multiple different events across Pune, across GDG, etc., right? I think we spoke a lot about Gemini AI, right? How many I can see has worked on AI so far? I'm not talking about generative AI. Okay, wow, I can see the raise the hand from the last bench. First time in my experience so far. Cool. How about the mid row or maybe the front row? I think we have the quite dedicated people in the last row. Okay, I can see, okay, so out of 800 people, only 10 people have used AI so far. Correct? Only 10? No? Then, okay, I think it takes effort to raise the hand. We should build something on AI which can put and help you to raise the hand as well. Cool, I think that should be the next innovation we should target for. But cool, I think AI was there in the industry since a long time. Isn't it? Yes, no? Yes. I think 1972 or 73 something where I think I have seen or heard about, I'm not that old, but as the paper says, that means the word AI started somewhere in 1960s or 70s, right? And that was the first, I would say, innovation towards AI. But why suddenly there's a boom on the industry since last 1.5 years? What has been changed into the industry with generative AI? AI was there, but what has been changed with generative AI? Anyone?
The amount of data available.
Amount of data, okay. What else? I have seen few raised hands in the last
Computation.
bench. Yeah.
Computation power.
Computation power, very good. What else? Speed, okay. So huge number of people started using AI. Okay, what else? Sorry? Automation. Okay, what else? LLM. Oh, very good point. I think we are talking about LLM since morning. But yeah, let's see what I have to do. Again, I cannot avoid LLM. Yes? Natural language. So one thing which is very, very, I would say, differentiating, which makes the AI boom is, as a AI or as a data scientist, we used to write the own model. Correct? We used to do the EDA, training, testing, model deployment, everything. Who all are data scientists here? Only last row again? Okay, so see, we were quite habituated in that activity where we used to write the code, deploy the model. But with generative AI, I think we have 800, 900 people over here, everybody can go ahead and use it. Do they need any experience on AI? Yes, no? We can go ahead and directly use it, right? And that is the difference generative AI had made into the industry. As a consumer, I can go ahead and use generative AI for my day-to-day work. And hence we are calling it generative AI can change the world, it can bring disruption, because as a no-tech person also I can go ahead and use it. You will not believe that bank clerk also can go and upload their transaction and ask that what is the total balance in my account now, right? So all those power can also be enabled for any normal human with the power of generative AI. And to enable that, we have something very interesting called agentic workflow. And since we are into a, what will say, war of the different models, there are. So I always say when I go ahead and speak in any of the event that I sleep in the night and when I woke up in the morning, I don't know how many models has came, right? It could be 10, 20, right? But what will differentiate the industry is how you're going to use it, and that is where the concept of agentic workflow will be very powerful, and you will see a lot of things coming up into the industry using agentic workflow. Are you still with me? Cool, so I will not try to bore you much, but this is my LinkedIn QR code. I am very active on LinkedIn. Anyone want to connect with me, I am very happy to support. I am supporting multiple different colleges, community, IITs, etc. So happy to be connected with you again and try to help you, guide you in any of the final year or anything which you are doing on AI or generative AI. Cool. So with that, the first thing which comes into our mind when we say agentic workflow, are we talking about, can I have this? Okay. Yeah, can I talk, we are talking about this agent. Are we talking about this agent? Yes. Okay, if not, are we talking about this agent? Are we talking about this agent? Yes, no? Yes. Yes? Oh my God. No. I don't want, I think Vijay talked about biasness and the security. At Google, we are very particular about responsible AI. We don't want to harm anyone with AI. Okay, so this is not something which we are, the agent which we are talking about. What agent we are talking about? What agent we are talking about? So we are talking about this generative AI agent, okay? And with the help, I think Vijay and Arun also spoke about Vertex AI. Within Vertex AI platform, we have something called as the generative AI agent. And what is an agent? Let's see. An agent is something which can observe, act, and try to, it is auto-changing. It can observe, act, and achieve, right? So what you do is you go ahead and use the foundational model, right? You give certain direction or instructions to the model. It understand it, right? Observe it, and then try to achieve or act upon the things which you have asked for. The good part over here is what you are using the foundational model is just to do the instruction tuning. Other than that, whatever data set you have, you may have the data in PDF, you may have the data in tables, you may have the data as an API. You can go ahead and integrate and get your work done through this agent. Let's see how it is different. Consider we don't have the agent, okay, and we want to solve something. What you will do? Maybe consider you want to ask that what is a pixel tablet. I think Vijay talked about you will go up to the console, you will go to the AI studio, you will type a prompt. Okay, by the way, what is a prompt? Everywhere, I think there is a course of prompt engineering. There are so many courses which are going through prompt engineering. I'm not sure what they will teach you in prompt engineering. But what is a prompt? A model instruction. Very good. It's an instruction which need to be given to a model. And when we say prompt engineering, think of maybe who is married and having kid, think of explaining it to kid, or who is unmarried, thinking of explaining it to grandparent. Right? So this is what we call it as a prompt. It should be as simple, as elaborative, so that model understand it. So if we did not had the agents, what we used to do is we used to run the foundational model and ask the questions directly on top of that. Now, one thing, oh Murari, you know, I asked that who is the Prime Minister of India and it is still saying Morarji Desai. Oh my God. Is it wrong? Is it wrong? Yes, no? No, Murari Desai was the Prime Minister. You have not asked that who is the current Prime Minister. Correct? So it did not have the data recency, it does not had, yeah, I will take the question just a few minutes. Let me complete, otherwise my timer is clocking here. Okay, so what will happen is, so consider if you go ahead and just use the foundational model, you may not have the intelligence coming from your own data, right? You will just get some outdated information, and that is where the new technology which came, and I think Yogesh is going to talk about, is RAG. What you did in the RAG is you embedded your own data set and asked the question on top of that, so that it will not hallucinate, it will try to respond onto your own grounded data source and then respond accordingly. Correct? That was a step 2 which we did. We embedded it through vector DB, we embedded it through some RAG mechanism and then grounded the response. But still, Murari, your topic is agentive workflow. Why you are talking about this thing? So let's see. We have so many large language models, right? I think I have just picked few of them. But if I will try to put everything this slide, I think maybe my complete PPT will go through that model name only, right? But here is few LLMs. All the LLMs are doing equivalent job, right? Maybe here and there little bit on MMLU, on maybe ROG, on BLUE, etc., right? So there are multiple different parameters through which we can go ahead and evaluate. But one thing is for sure that there is a model war going on. Everybody is coming and trying to show that we are better in building the model, isn't it? By the way, which is the latest model anyone tried? I heard something called strawberry. What else? Anybody tried Notebook LM? Okay, good to know. Anybody tried Notebook LM? If not, I think this is the task I would like to give you as an assignment. Sorry for that. But you should definitely try it. It is one of the very powerful thing which has been developed by Google recently. It has been just 1 or 2 weeks. But you should definitely try Notebook LM, and you will be amazed to see the power of AI or generative AI. So, but when we talk about agents, what we did is we used again all this foundational model. Okay, we used the tools, and when we say agent builders, or I would say agentic workflow, what you are trying to do is you are trying to make a complete integrated piece by orchestrating it. So when I say orchestrating, so let's understand a scenario where you are in a college or you are in a company where there is a finance people, there is a HR people, and there are recruitment people. Correct? Just think of these 3 functions. Recruitment, HR, finance. HR contacted you, you have been appeared for the interview. Yes? No? Then you selected, HR got an intimation that this guy has selected. Then maybe the finance people will create your profile, whatever, to process your salary. Think of the orchestration end to end. If I need to do it independently, I need 3 different UI, 3 different things to do it, right? Rather, I will create a workflow using agents where I will connect the recruitment to HR and then HR to finance, and will try to correlate and basically get the knowledge transfer from one to another. And that is what the agentic workflow we are talking about, where you can go ahead and try to orchestrate the workflow. You can go ahead and use your own tool to do the grounding. Again, under the hood, what agent do is it try to understand your thought, understand your question, and then connect to the external source to respond it, right? So we had a concept of model. So from model to agent is what the industry is tending towards. But when we are talking about agent, it's more towards connecting to the external system, trying to solve via taking the right retrieval method, right actions, etc. Right? Again, I know it's a very detailed slide. You can skip it, right? And even I am going to skip it. So let's see, how does the agent basic operation works, right? We had multiple different non-agentic GenAI application, okay, which you must have seen with few sorts, zero sorts, RAGs, and etc. It's not always that you will go ahead and try to solve anything and everything via generative AI agent. Okay, if you have a simple task to solve, right, which could be one of the tasks, you can still go ahead and use the generative AI. But in case you want to solve certain complex tasks, and you want to connect to the different group or try to create an orchestration pipeline, that is where you are going to use the that's where you are going to use the agents. And this is how it looks like. So as a part of agent, you will have three major components which you can see over here. One is the reasoning loop, the second one is the model, and third one is the tool. You cannot skip with generative AI models, okay? Definitely you can have a choice to go ahead and use any of the model, but what you can do is you can try to use any of the model. A user asks a query, it goes to the reasoning loop, try to find out that which model is the better, connect with the external tools and give you the response. And this is a simple, I would say, agent basic. The question which you asked, right, again goes to the reasoning loop, and the question could be that I want to book a flight, and then the thought process comes, which is via chain of thoughts, and then the final response comes, and then feed it to the tools. Tools could be your external API, could be your database, could be your website, through which you connect and try to go and respond to the user. So if you see that the user asked the question, I want to book a flight for Austin to Zurich, right? It go ahead and try to connect with the reasoning loop, try to connect with the tools, and based on to the external data sources and the reasoning, it try to find a response to you and show it, right? But what user expect? I think with this you will see, I will try to develop the AI agent everywhere. It's not like that, because there is some expectation from the user when it comes to generative AI agent. It should have a very powerful reasoning capability. It should have the capture intent, and then it also supports you the multi-modality and multilinguality. We are in India, we are very proud to say that we support 22 different languages, right? But again, it's somewhere, I would say, challenges from the technology end point of view, right? If we are supporting so many languages, does the AI or the model will be able to support it? And that is where is one of the very important criteria to go ahead and support the generative AI agent. Again, as I said, the agents could be of multiple forms, multiple things. It could be customer agent, could be an employee agent, could be a data agent, could be a security agent. But what you do is you have the underlying model which will go ahead and support it. You can go ahead and connect to different tools, as I said. It could be your private document, could be your website, could be your structured data, and on top of that you could create a vector DB and then ask and create a complete RAG-based architecture to solve and connect to your external data sources to respond to the agent. This is again a Gemini simple example through which you can go ahead. I hope everybody have a phone at their hand, right? So you can go ahead and try to put it and then attach anything and start asking the question. Let me quickly show you a quick demo. Under Vertex AI, we have something called as an agent builder, which is very, very powerful, where you can go ahead and build the agents, which is out of the box agent, custom agents. You can connect and ground it onto your own data sources. But let me quickly go ahead and try to show you a little interesting fact about the agents. I hope everybody have seen India-Pakistan final match of 2011, right, which India won. So consider of three different persona, three different agents here. The first agent is somewhere like a news channel reporter. They want to, and the name here I took for the demo is Anjali, and I will show you that. So responsibility of Anjali is to create a storyline based on that match, correct? Then think of Rahul Dravid, who want to understand that what was wrong with Virat Kohli's shot, why he got out, and if model will be able to give you that detail. Isn't it interesting? So let me quickly show you that how does it looks like. So what the name I have given it is creative agent, and you can see this is like an India-Pakistan cricket match. Cool. So this is the India-Pakistan match which we had, right? What I did, I just added this match as a part of my creative agent. And as I said, let's see Anjali. Anjali has simply considered like an agent which is responsible to generate a script for the news channel. What I did is I just put a prompt saying that please go ahead and extract some key highlights of the match so that I can use it for my news summary. Oh my God, just see what it is saying. India ने पाकिस्तान को इतने पे all out कर दिया. Okay, let's see just from the starting that what are the quick summary which has been generated, right? So इंडिया और पाकिस्तान के सुपर 4 क्लास में एक धमाकेदार मैच थी. इंडिया ने पहले से ही आग लगा रही थी. रोहित शर्मा एंड गिल मजेदार 50s बनाए. विराट ने अपना सेंचुरी लगाया. कोहली ने बोल दिया हम भी किसी से कम नहीं और राहुल ने अपना 1900 जनरेट किया. So think of, right, why maybe a person need to go ahead and see a complete match and create a story. You can see it, try to extract all the match details and give a very, very powerful summary. Now Anjali is saying, this is good, but what I want is, I want to convert it into an audio, because my viewers are almost who try to hear the news rather than I go and read it. Let's see what agent has to generate.
नमस्ते खेल खबर के दीवानों, आज हमने देखा एशिया कप में पाकिस्तान और इंडिया का धमाल मैच। इंडिया का बैटिंग लाइनअप आज तो बिल्कुल फायर पर था। शुभमन गिल ने अपना 850 बनाया, रोहित शर्मा ने भी 56 रन्स बनाकर टीम को अच्छा स्टार्ट दिया। और फिर आया विराट कोहली का शो। विराट ने एकदम मस्त बैटिंग की और अपना 47 सेंचुरी लगा दी। पर कोहली अकेले नहीं थे, केएल राहुल ने भी अपना सेंचुरी बनाया। उनका पार्टनरशिप तो बिल्कुल ड्रीम लाइक था। इंडिया ने 50 ओवर्स में 356 रन्स बनाए। ये तो एकदम रिकॉर्ड ब्रेकिंग परफॉर्मेंस थी। पाकिस्तान को इंडिया का टारगेट चेज करना बहुत टफ था। बाबर आजम, फखर जेमन, सलमान आगा और इफ्तिखार अहमद, हर एक बैट्समैन की विकेट कुलदीप यादव ने ली। कुलदीप का स्पेल तो बिल्कुल मैजिकल था। इंडिया ने पाकिस्तान को 128 रन्स पे ऑल आउट कर दिया।
So I will not play the complete recording, but this is what we are talking about, the agent and the creativity and the power of generative AI, right? The last agent, which is like a sports coach agent, who just tried to analyze this video from the record perspective, that what went well, what did not went well, and I just have sent a prompt or instruction again to the model as part of this agent, and it generates a very powerful, concise summary that who played which type of shots and how many shots, right? It understands that what was the sweep shots, etc. And again it says that what was the good performance for KL Rahul versus Virat Kohli and how they can improve on their batting style. Right? This wasn't very helpful for Rahul. They will consider that he does not have to go ahead and analyze and dissect each and every footage of the video. Rather, he can just use Gemini to get that. Right? So that's what we are talking about, is the power of creative agent, and I request everybody who is here to go ahead and start using it in your day-to-day life, because with that definitely you will get a lot of automation, lot of time saving and lot of creativity in your work. Thank you very much and really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Murari, for such an exciting look into the future of AI. Your talk on how AI can go beyond just generating content to actually performing tasks was both fascinating and inspiring. Now, I would like to call Nyanada on stage to felicitate Murari Ramuka.